Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
We've been waiting for the snow to arrive. In some cases, it's a little lighter. It's on the rainy side, but folks, it's here. Take a live look from the west side of Detroit, where flakes have been falling for more than an hour now, but soon it'll be the winds that are the problem. Welcome in, everybody. Local 4 News at noon. I'm Jason Colthorpe.
And I'm Rhonda Walker. Of course, our forewarned weather team has been talking about this for days now. Ashley, all morning long. It's finally here. Some communities are already seeing a couple of inches on the ground. The biggest complaint that we're getting in our newsroom right now is how the roads are a mess. Our Damon Fernandez just sent us this video after driving through Southfield in bumper-to-bumper traffic with very low visibility. This was just a few minutes ago, by the way. As you can see, the conditions have changed pretty quickly.
Drivers even further north, well, this is nothing. Take a look at the Mackinac Bridge right about now. You can't even see it.
Mackinac City is right there, though.
I can confirm, even though you can't see it, the bridge is there. Police say any speed over 20 miles an hour right now on the bridge is considered dangerous. So that's what it looks like around the state. More of the same in Mount Clemens and Southfield. We just had that live look in Southfield, or a look on the roads as the snow
Freeway
moves
looks
on
a
through.
little better.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to Ashley. Talk us through, because we know this isn't going to last all day.
Actually, most communities have already seen it push out. I mean, we just have some snow now on the east side. So this was going to be a very short window, but it was a quick burst of snow nonetheless. We still have a winter weather advisory in effect for Livingston, Oakland, Macomb counties on north for about another hour. And really, it has to do with the tricky travel conditions that you just saw on the road, especially in Southfield. That was a live look at Oakland County. Now, the interesting part is that temperatures were steadily right around the freezing mark, even in the areas that weren't under the advisory this morning, including Washtenaw, Wayne, Monroe. So we didn't get much rain out of this system. Even our southern counties saw a brushing of snow. 31 degrees in Southfield at this hour with south-southwesterly winds around 7 miles per hour, making it feel more like 24. Let's check in with ExactTrack 4D. Port Huron, Sandusky still getting the snow, but the heart of the metro area has already seen this push to the east. Let's go ahead and check in with our unofficial totals. So southern counties about a half of an inch. From Wayne to Washtenaw County picking up around an inch. I got a report from one of our spotters in Farmington that they had about an inch in Farmington. A little less in portions of, I would say, mid-Oakland County, but Saginaw had some reports of 3 to 4 inches of snow. So this did dump just about what we were expecting as far as snowfall totals, and now it's pushing east, but that rain-snow line did track just close to the state line, which allowed for a little more snow farther south. Snow's moving out, but as Jason mentioned, the winds are going to be moving in, will be awfully gusty heading throughout the afternoon, topping out maybe close to 40, but wind gusts will be around 40 as well. You can track the wind speeds in your neighborhood, precipitation as well, with our Forewarned Weather app. So if you haven't downloaded it, you can do it for free in your app store today.
All right, Ashley. Well, let's now turn to Kansas City, where the Chiefs Super Bowl parade ended in tragedy yesterday.
Right as the rally following the parade was wrapping up to what was supposed to be a celebration. Instead, it became the latest mass shooting in America. A mother of 2 was killed. Nearly 24 were shot, according to law enforcement there, many with life-threatening injuries.
A number of those victims were children, the youngest being just 6 years old. Let's get to senior national correspondent for NBC, Jay Gray, who's in Kansas City with the latest. Jay.
Well, Union Station here in Kansas City still locked down. The investigation continuing. Law enforcement sources have told NBC News they believe that this is a criminal situation and not terror. But again, they are continuing to investigate here. We've also learned the name of the victim that was killed during the shooting. Lisa Lopez Galvan, a local and very popular radio host in her 40s with 2 adult children. Her family says that she loved the Chiefs. I want to give you a look around this area, show you exactly what's left behind after the shooting yesterday. Again, the parade ending here, the celebration taking place, and you can see from everything on the ground here the mess that is here. That hundreds of thousands left in a panic. You see a baby stroller that was left behind. There are tools that were abandoned by crews on the ground here. You'll see homemade signs as well as folding chairs. Again, Just so many people rushing to try and get away as everything started to unfold here. Now, here's what I can tell you. There's still a lot of questions right now concerning what's happened here and moving forward. The biggest seem to be who's responsible and how and why this happened. Police have really said little, if anything, about the 3 suspects that are currently in custody. They're also not talking about any potential motive at this point, but they do stress that they are still in the very early stages of their investigation here. Now, the Chiefs players and staff have all gone to social media, many just after the shooting took place, including quarterback and Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes, who wrote simply, "Praying for Kansas City," a sentiment I think a lot of people across the country share right now. That's the latest from here in Kansas City. I'm Jay Gray. Now back to you.
Yeah. All right, Jay.
Absolutely, we are.
We'll learn more about those victims in the coming days for sure. Attorneys for James Crumbley filing several motions on Wednesday, one to move the location of his trial.
The dad of the Oxford High School shooter does not want his trial to take place in the same Oakland County courtroom where his wife Jennifer Crumbley was found guilty on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Attorneys arguing that they won't be able to seat an impartial jury in Pontiac. Attorneys filed for a change of venue when James and Jennifer Crumbley were supposed to be tried together. That was denied back in July of 2022. A hearing on the motions is scheduled for next week.
New information this hour on breaking news we had at 5 a.m. We've learned a woman was shot while riding in a car on the freeway. This was a little after 2 this morning on I-96 near the Southfield Freeway. She was in a car with an off-duty police officer who was driving. The woman was grazed by the bullet, so she's going to be okay. State police, though, wanting to talk to anybody who might know something about this. You can call them or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
A sad update on the teen shot in the head at a Southfield hotel room. We have learned that 15-year-old Tyler has died from his injuries. He was a sophomore at Loyola High School in Detroit. Police say that he was shot in the head last weekend while attending a sleepover party with friends. An adult rented the room for the teens, but then left the teens unsupervised. Police are still looking for the teen who allegedly fired the gun. They also still need to talk to the adult who rented the room.
Detroit Pistons center Isaiah Stewart was arrested before the Pistons game yesterday with Phoenix for punching an opposing player in the face. Stewart was taken into custody for assault and issued a citation, according to Phoenix police. And that was after he exchanged words with the Suns player, Drew Eubanks, a backup center, as they were walking into the arena. Police said he has been released. Eubanks said he was headed to the locker room when he was stopped by Stewart. The two exchanged words. Stewart reportedly sucker punched him. NBA officials are trying to get video of this altercation. We'll be following it for sure.
New information from Stellantis about profit-sharing checks for its workers. The automaker says eligible workers will get up to $13,860. This would be one of the largest payouts for UAW workers when it comes to Detroit automakers. The payout is a 6.1% decrease, though, from last year's $14,000 checks.
A new Help Me Hank scam alert targeting current and potential DTE customers.
Yes, they want you to beware before you Google DTE searching for things like contact information or how to pay your bill. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester is here to show you what to look out for from scammers.
Good morning, everybody. I just made my way out of DTE headquarters because I needed to talk with the team here about a concerning new scam, one targeting Metro Detroiters. And as you will see, some people, unfortunately, have already fallen for it. What you're looking at is a phony sponsored ad. It certainly appears to be from DTE. It's not. The phone number is incorrect, and that number could lead you to a scammer.
The problem with a lot of these fraudulent ads, like the ones you're pointing out, is they look so real.
They do.
I mean, when you look at them, do you even have trouble discerning?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for the average person to tell the difference.
This morning, I'm meeting with Yvette Griffey from DTE Energy. She's well aware of how the scam works. You hop online, you type in DTE looking for information, you're driven to the wrong website.
Customers are Googling or so, pay my bill or start new service,
Right.
and they're getting these ads at the very top of the search engine, clicking on them. They immediately are on the phone with someone who is fraudulent and ask them for then their personal information or for a payment. And it's not us.
And as for the fake number being circulated online right now,
the number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and try again.
So that number's been shut down. Unfortunately, what will happen is these thieves, they'll find a new number and a new way to connect with you.
It's very concerning because we care about our customers and we don't want them to be, mistreated or go through this. And so we're asking all of us to be diligent and to really just take another step and ask ourselves to trust our guts.
And again, this is just an important reminder for all of us to take our time, make sure that the website you believe you're on is in fact the legitimate website. It could save you a lot of headache further down the road. We're here at DTE downtown. Hank Winchester, help me Hank, Local 4.